Hey guys, I don't know exactly what I'm going to talk about. All I know is I just need to talk. So here it goes. For the past, I don't know, 6 months or so, I guess, it's really gotten worse than it was. I've been incredibly antisocial and not wanting to go out, not wanting to see people, not wanting to go out in public, go to the grocery store, anything. And it's getting increasingly worse. And coronavirus notwithstanding, this happened a long time. Sorry, I heard something. A long time before that even started. And it's very frustrating to me, to my husband, to everybody that knows me, knows that I am normally a very happy, open, social, very extroverted person. And the fact that I don't want to do anything, I don't want to go anywhere, I don't want to see anybody, I don't want to be out in the universe, concerns a lot of people. Some people don't give a crap, and that's perfectly fine. I okay, um, but I have had a lot of people reach out to me and say, hey, what's happened? Um, Everybody knows that I'm bipolar, and that I have good days and I have bad days, like everybody. Don't have to be bipolar to have bad days. I also have, I was diagnosed many years ago with PTSD and social anxiety disorder and lots of other things on top of the bipolar disorder. I've had many very strenuous and darn near tragic things happen in my life over the past 5 years, and it's very, it's affected me a lot. Um, it you know, so here I am. I'm sitting in my living room. I'm on my couch perch, and the cats are right here. There's cats. It's Ringo and Evie. I didn't name them. We adopted them with those names. Um, Jeff's at the grocery store doing, getting stuff. So I'm sitting here, I just wanted to take this opportunity just to kind of, just sort of have verbal diarrhea at this point. So I'm not really sure what I'm going to do. I'm just going to kind of sit here and, bleh, just verbalize. So, and pardon me if I keep looking out of this, but at the bottom of my glasses, but I have bifocals, and because I'm old, and my arms are so short that I can only hold the phone away from me so far, and I have to look through my bifocals to be able to see clearly. Otherwise, I'd just be a big blurry mess. And but yeah, so things to talk about. Okay. Oh, yeah. I was gonna say. So anybody who knows me pretty well knows that every place that I've ever lived, my entire life basically, is haunted or has been haunted. Probably still is. I don't know. I don't live there in a lot of them anymore. I live here. So, like every place else that I've ever lived, this apartment is haunted. Mostly they stay upstairs, and every once in a while they do peek around the stairwell, if you will. Let me see here real quick. The let's see if I can show you now. So there's the stairwell over there by the front door. Okay. and you can see them poke around. Um, but they hang around upstairs and mess with you when you're sleeping. Mess with your feet and move things and whatnot. But it's been getting increasingly more active, and it doesn't bother me. I don't care. I've been researching and investigating and blah 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 paranormal stuff forever. Um, First really got into it when I was a teenager, and it's just sort of progressively gotten more. So, yes, I do have a lot of my own equipment, and I do use it. I haven't obviously been going out as much, so I've sort of backed off from everything. But I think I'm going to start trying to kind of see what's doing around here. I did turn on the Ovilus earlier, which was talking to me, and just stuff. I have the spirit box is called a Necrophonic. It's an app. It's awesome. I love it. It's one of the best ones that I've ever used. I've had really, really expensive spirit boxes in the past that I have, external ones, the boxes, the black boxes with the, antennae and everything. And those worked, yeah, but you can hear that when it scans through the radio stations backwards or forwards, whichever you prefer. But the Necrophonic doesn't have that. All you hear is the actual responses and things, and it's awesome. It is like $10 to download it, but so totally worth it if you're into that kind of stuff. I've got my video camera with night vision. I've got my EVP recorder, stuff like that. So I'm thinking about it. I'm not sure. Gotta cleanse and bless the house up one side and down the other before I do anything like that, because you can always inadvertently invite things into your house that you don't want to be there. So you gotta look out for yourself and your family and the inhabitants of the areas around you, because they're ghosts. They don't have to hold still. They can go anywhere they want, basically. So that's kind of what I'm thinking about doing, but you never know. I did have one of them. I was upstairs in the bedroom, and after making sure that I had all my blessings in a row, I did turn on the Necrophonic, the spirit box, whatever you want to call it, and it seems that there are several in the upstairs area. One of them in particular came through, asked if they were willing to give me a name after I introduced myself, and told them that hey, they were here before me, and they're more than welcome to stay. Just I respect you, you respect me, we respect each other. We'll live harmoniously together. And everything was cool. Came through, said his name was Ian. Okay, great. Today, this morning, about 7 o'clock in the morning, I'm a total insomniac, by the way. I don't sleep very often at all. So normally I'm up all night long. I'll sleep maybe 3-4 hours every 3-4 days. So this morning I was hearing clicks and clacks and scuffles and whatnot. And of course the cats are sitting here sleeping next to me, and on the furniture. And so I turned on thing, and there was a gentleman who decided to chat with me. He said his name was Edward. So I'm looking forward to learning more about Ian and Edward. The neighborhood that we live in is, I remember when this apartment complex was built. My grandmother had lived 5 minutes, not even 5 minutes from the complex that we live in, and lived there from 1972 until she finally passed away in 2012. Same house. And so when I was a kid, we would walk across what then was 2-lane Marsh Road, and there was nothing out here but dirt and God, and it was fields, and we would hunt arrowheads and stuff like that. And I remember giant fields of thistles and everything. That's a really good memory. But anyway, this area um, had a lot of trail wagon trails and things along those lines, and so there's a good bit of history behind the land itself. And of course, we all know it doesn't necessarily have to be an attachment, a spiritual attachment to a house, to a thing, to any person. It can be attached to the land, and then of course the structure is built on the land that has the attachment. Therefore, the structure has the attachment. Does that make sense? Anyway, so I know that this area has a lot of attachment, if you will. And yes, I make weird faces. Deal with it. Yeah, I know that the area itself has a lot of attachments to it. So I need to kind of do some research and go through things. Yes, I mess with my hair a lot. It's a nervous habit. Uh, sorry, squirrel. Um, so I need to do a little bit more research on this. We've only lived here for about, I don't know, what is it? It's April some, and we moved in the beginning of November, so it's been 6 months. Yeah. And and honestly, I just kind of lost interest in stuff, lots of things, and I love singing. Karaoke is like a big thing for me. And we used to go every Saturday to the karaoke place that we hang out at, and I stopped going just because I stopped. I don't know if it's when we moved in here that something that something in me click, and it just sort of flipped me around, or decided that I don't know. I don't really know what it is. That's another thing I'm going to have to explore. But I am looking forward to finding out more about this place, and I'm trying very hard to get my interests in things back, to get back to normal. Because I miss me, if that makes sense. I miss me. I miss being myself. I miss being comfortable. Because I'm not comfortable with the me that I am right now. The me that I am right now is off kilter. And I just kind of got to figure it out. So I'm going to do that. Blah, 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 blah. Gosh, it's a pretty day outside. It's really windy. Maybe I'll go sit out on the back porch. Who knows? But anyway, sorry for being long-winded and kind of confusing and not really very interesting. But yeah, so maybe I'll start my random acts of Shannon daily movies. The never watched, nobody gives a crap YouTube channel of Shannon. So, hey, who knows? Maybe, maybe not. Anywho, yeah, so I guess that's it for now. Maybe I'll come back later and fart around. You'll notice that I don't edit anything. Everything is pretty much just, one shot. I don't care if I screw up. I don't care if I say anything wrong. These are more for just ranting and everything. Plus, it makes me feel like it's more real conversation. instead of, editing and adding graphics and pictures and, stuff like that now. Not into that. This is more me. I'm more of a, just person. So at any rate, I've wasted 15 minutes of your time, so thank you very much. Take care. Be blessed. Talk to you later. Cheers.